Going to a football match in the middle of pandemic feels like an undergoing years passing a reality TV show. A pre-match message instructs me to arrive at Hampden Park in Glasgow 3 hours before Scotland kick off against Czech Republic. I must wear a mask at all times. I must keep all fair for microphone to plastic provided by the stadium, and all the catering will be shot, so no one see burgers or cartoons of flat Pepsi to keep me going. When I videoly turn up the stadium, 3 hours later the crowd are predictably sparse. The pub outside the ground for with supporter wrapped in Scotland flag looked like a tempting alternative. But when I suggest to a steward that might go get a drink ahead of the game, a look of concern crosses her kindly face. "Be careful which pub you're going to," she said, double see you coming. What is she referring to? Could it be the Dante book bag A4 side that I'm clutching? I have given my spare ticket to a rear scout, my friend Alistair, who is from Edinburgh, so also now 100% at home in Glasgow. We decided to take the advice and skip the pub. Inside the stadium, we encounter a fan in the loudest tartan suit I've ever seen, including a tiny tartan cloth bag. I pose for the photo with him and he tells me, "I had it tailor-made, son. It fits me like a glove." It is not just COVID regulation that make this unique and peculiar European tournament. Euro 2020, as your first insists on calling it, has also become sucked into the culture wars. National football team are symbol of nation, but that is not a straightforward task at a time when nationality is so fiercely contested. The pressing issue for Scotland is independence. For Scotland, it is it. For England, it is race. It is not just COVID regulation that make this unique and peculiar European tournament. Agriculture with still calling has also become sucked into the culture wars. English football, national football team is a symbol of nation, but that is not a straightforward task at a time when national identity is so fiercely contested. For Scotland, the pressing issue, International football has decided to take the knee before matches as a protest against this. The English football team has decided to take the knee before matches as a protest against racism, but each time they do it, they are booed by a significant section of their own supporters. Even the government seems uncertain about how to respond. After hesitating for a while, Boris Johnson Prime Minister condemned the booing and urged fans to get behind the team. But two members of his cabinet, Jacob Rees-Mogg and Prue Patel, defended the protesters and are expressing ways to condemn the marks of the Black Lives Matter movement. Patel, prudence from security, accused the player of indulging in gesturing public. Police proof an England team whose pre-game press conference are normally confined to discussing tactics, injuries, and atmosphere inside the camp, now being asked to rear home security. It would be natural to assume the cabinet minister are better at the footballer, but the Johnson government has reason to be worried to clashing with the England team. Last year, it went down to an enormous defeat when it took on Michael Rashford over the extension of free school meal for poor families. The Manchester United and England board mobilized a million signatures behind the petition and forced the Johnson government to change tack. The 23-year-old Rashford preparation for 2020 defended the protesters and expressed racism but condemned the Marxist of Black Lives Matter movement. Patel, prudence of security, accused the player of indulging in gesturing police. Players proved that England team's pre-game conference are normally confined to discussing tactics, injuries, and to rear home secretary. It would be natural to assume the cabinet minister are better at the footballers, but the Johnson government has a reason to be wary of the clashing with the England team. Last year, it went down to an enormous when it took on Michael Rashford over the extension of free school meal for families. The Manchester United and England board mobilized a million signatures at that petition. Manchester United and England board mobilized a million behind the petition and further to take the 22-year-old Rashford preparation for 2020, including a Zoom call with Barack Obama, while plenty of tourists are prepared to grumble about what in Rashford, none are willing to take him in public. The culture wars of football are not just happening in Britain. The multiracial Belgian team took the knee in Russia ahead of their opening game. They were also booed by the crowd. The Russian also protested against Marxism. Viktor Orban, Prime Minister of Hungary, one of the host nations for training, defended the protesters and defended for prison tactics, saying the Hungarians said they also when the multiracial event, the culture was for no not willing to take him on public. The culture wars of football are not just happening when the multiracial fans antically rush out ahead of their opening game. They were also booed by the crowd. Doubtless the Russian also protesting against Marxism. Viktor Orban, Prime Minister of Hungary, one of all nations for 2020, had defended fan who visiting him, saying that Hungary sees the gesture as provocation. Orban is himself a right-wing provocateur who has become a hero to the Trumpist right in America by issuing frequent warning about the alleged dangers we are being flooded by Muslims. But even some moderate conservatives are uncomfortable about footballer taking the knee. One prominent authority in Britain announced to me that football is to me a public space. Now the national team has become a source of division. I can see what it means this year's tournament. It never brings back memory of your 96. When England forward also played their games at Wembley, and the whole country did seem to get behind the team in a complicated sort of way. Back then, packed the stadium, all joined the thing of the line of football's coming home. Now the stadiums are largely empty. Players, as somebody who has been to many England games over the years, I know that the team was never mixed up with politics or race and illusion. Illusion. England games have always attracted a substantial number of social hooligan far-right supporters whose trademark chant is no surrender to RA. At the last European Football Championship in France in 2016, the ugly tradition of English football hooliganism re-emerged. When I remarked to another fan that I didn't particularly enjoy being caught up in a near riot outside a bar, Mark says, I was told curtly, if you don't like it, you should stay at home and watch the game on television. Football ground in 1970 was also where I saw the most over racism that I ever witnessed. It was routine to see black flags, spark Bibles, and honking noises. The football authorities and commentators were silent about this for many years. So if the current national side doesn't want to make a statement about racism, it is hard to accuse them of bringing policy into a public space. Now the national team has become a source of division. Not the particularly the racial policy have always been there. The identity issues are already different for Scotland. Euro 2020 comes as the Scottish government is ramping up demand for a second independent referendum. This is the first major international tournament the team has qualified for since 1998, neatly fitting the narrative of national revival. Arriving in Scotland for the first game of the tournament, I find the local paper full of optimism. It was keen to see optimism. In recognition of the enormity of the occasion, the Scottish government has even allowed school staff lessons to allow the kids to again check lives. As a visiting English fan, I wonder how I feel about all this. I grew up supporting Scotland in big international tournaments. I had little options since England failed to qualify for the World Cup in 1974 and 1978, but British identity was less complicated back then. The anthem planned for the Scotland they lined up to play Brazil in 1974 was God Save the Queen, although to recording done not show the Scottish play looking particularly delighted. The Today and team were belting out Flow Scotland loud enough to drown out the conversation. The team started the game with all the expected passions to forward. Their captain David Robertson can be seen gesturing to his player to calm down. Then the tech score and the air sucked out of the stadium. Out of stadium. At halftime, we had true spend in the toilet next to hand dryer, the warmest spot in Hampden. The teams are all expecting, and so their captain can be suggested to each player to calm down. Then the tech score, and the air sucked out of the stadium. At halftime, And after which I chose spend in the toilet next to hand dryer, the warmest spot in Hampden. There's awful chatter around the unit that Scotland might be able to turn this round. But early in the second half, football history is made by the Czechs. After which I chose the future around the United States, I might be able to understand. But early in the second half, football history is made by the Czechs. Petrusik, the team center forward, gets the ball on the halfway line and floats the ball over the Scottish goalkeeper into the net. It is one of the most brilliant goals any of us will ever witness. It was routine to split play. It is one of the most brilliant goals any of us will ever witness. The crowd is now almost totally silent apart from a tiny group of cheering Czechs on the other side of the stadium, and a group of children near me who continually shouting for Scotland, while the other one was frozen in horror. After the match, Alastair reminds me that Scottish fans are used to bitter disappointment, making the national football team a symbol of the nation, the double-edged sword. We imagine them scoring wonderful goals and celebrating the family, but what if your goalkeeper floundered flat on his back, tangled up in the net? Euro 2020 has already delivered humbling setback for two football match popular leader. Orban gave permission for a capacity crowd of 10 on Hungary's opening game in Budapest against Portugal, only to see the national side lose 3-0. Recep Tayyip Erdogan, President of Turkey, traveled to Azerbaijan and sat in a place of honor next to Azerbaijan, from where he was able to see Turkey go down to a 2-0 defeat against Wales. The England team disappointed fans almost as reliably as the Scots, just slightly later in the day. On the other hand, this is a weird tournament. It's taking place in the middle of pandemic. The stadiums are quite full, and England playing half decently. I am allowing myself to afford a real discount. The England team also have a next example where he's attacked. The England team disappointed fans almost as reliably. The England team also have a heavy disappointed the most ardent fans. The side often portrays as the embodiment of what we like to believe are national characteristics: courage, calmness, and pressure. In fact, as a recent piece by John Linder in The Guardian pointed out, uniquely bad at holding a lead in a tournament, the numbers seem to suggest they might even Butler, and that all has said the French and Italians are much better at holding their nerve when they take lead. If Gareth Southgate, the England major, can somehow break this cycle and turn England into winning outfit, it will inadvertently provide a huge boost to the Johnson government that is desperate for symbol of success operated. The England major can somehow break this cycle and turn England into winning outfit. It will inadvertently provide a huge boost to the Johnson government that is desperate for symbol of success operated. But Southgate has self-belief and unmistakably positioned himself to the left of the government taking the knee. He leads a multiracial team has to continue to defend their right to make statements on subjects other than football. It has become accepted wisdom in Britain that cultural wars always work better for the right than the left, but football may be an exception. A poll taken across Europe before in 2020 showed that 54% of English football fans supported taking the knee, with 39% opposed. If the England team keep winning, the number in favor may rise along with the team's popularity. But once the right may find itself on the wrong end of a culture war, for the duration of Euro 2020, I will care much less about who wins the culture war than who wins the tournament. For Scotland, Euro 2020 began with a deflating defeat. The England team disappointed fans almost as reliably as the Scots, just slightly later in the day. On the other hand, this is a real tournament. It's taking place on the middle of pandemic. The stadiums are quite full, and England are playing half decently. I am allowing myself to afford a weirdest outcome of the lot, an England victory.